Hi everyone, it's Wednesday, January 9th. This is Talk to Me Tuesday on Wednesday. I realized I didn't make a video yesterday, and as luck would have it, it is raining snow. So I have a snow day, which means it's a sew day. Yay! Not that I work that much, but hey, I'll take what I can get. Behind me is this very bright, wild cave facet slash Tula Pink I'm working on. Tula Pink pattern cave facet fabrics. And it's really bright, and I love bright things. I just need to work on it a little bit more. I just threw the blocks up. I thought I had cut out the fabrics to match the colorways of the Tula ones, but I'm finding mine's much I don't know, brighter. There's something off about it. So it's a work in progress. This was my New Year's Day project, and last year I got my project done quickly and I loved it. This one, I'm liking it, but I need to tweak it a little bit. I know it's going to come out fine. I know I'll love it, but like I said, there's just a couple patterns that I feel I need to change. We'll see. Maybe I'll just stick with it. And I think what I need to do is take a picture of it and do it the black and white thing and see where things might be off balance. But looking at her pattern, you know, things are, they're not particularly balanced. So I'm going to stew on this for a little bit. Last week, I can't remember, I don't think I showed you guys. My friend Sue has just gotten into Harry Potter within the past year and a half or so, and she was coming over last weekend. We were going to get together, and she said, "Oh, I've got a Christmas present for you." And I'm like, I wasn't expecting that. So I sewed up this cute little pouch for her, since I picked up some of that fabric from Joann's. Just a zippered pouch, like she could put her makeup in it. And I love how it came out. It's really cute. So I'm glad to be using some of that fabric, because I wasn't quite sure what I was going to do for it. Anyways, she ended up not coming over, but I have it for when she does. So I did that last week. I'm also been asked to make, well, initially it was 2, but now it's 3 t-shirt quilts for a friend whose brother passed away, and she wants to make it for her sister-in-law, her niece, and her brother's other sister-in-law. The wife and her sister, I think. Okay. Anyways, so my friend Tammy came over with the shirts, and I have both t-shirt and cotton shirts, and I'm trying to think of, she doesn't want anything, you know, fancy, but you know, as soon as she brought in these shirts with pockets and stuff, I'm like, oh, I can, you know, make pocket squares and stuff. But I had to get the stabilizer first, and I was, you know, looking to take a trip. Where I am in Vermont, every Joann's is at least 45 minutes away. And, you know, on Sunday I was debating. I said, I knew they were having a sale, so I went online, and then I thought, oh, well, I'll just check Amazon. And Amazon, I think they were a little bit more expensive. And then I said, well, for kicks and giggles, I'll just check Walmart. Well, Walmart had the bolt, and I swear it was, I got 2 bolts, and I think they have 15 yards, whereas I think the Joann one had 10 yards, and it was $20-something. This had 15 yards and was like $12.50 or something. It was really crazy. So I bought 2 of them, and they came really quick. They were supposed to come in tomorrow to our local Walmart, but I picked them up yesterday. So now I can get ready, and I think I'll work on some of the t-shirt quilt today as far as prepping the t-shirts and getting them ready for cutting up. I'm not going to put this on the back of the cotton shirts because the cotton is stabilized, so that'll be fine. But I thought this was a great buy, and you know, I got them right at the Walmart. They shipped it right there, and it was really quick. So I got 2 bolts for the price of 1 from Joann's or Amazon. On Monday, a friend called and said she had to make a baby quilt, and would I like to help her go to the quilt shop and pick out some fabric, because she hasn't quilted in a while, so she was, you know, a little hesitant to pick out the fabrics herself. Well, she got some lovely fabrics. And we were joking because she had a pattern and we picked out the fabrics, and she's like, well, I hope you're buying something, she says, because I feel like I'm spending you know, money here. So I picked out some fabrics, and sure enough, I said, Mary, I said, why don't you go first? I said, because I think you've done the bigger damage. And she had. And I picked up a few things. The shop we went to had a really nice batik section. So I've been thinking about making more of the wall hangings, like the one I made last year for my friend who was the maple sugaring. And I thought, oh geez, you know, that's something, it was my own pattern. I created it myself. And I thought, oh, what if I made up a couple of those? I bet some people might like them if they're buying their maple syrup. They might, though, I don't know, whatever. So anyways, I found, this is some of my favorite fabric for tree bark. And at first I didn't see it on the bolt, and I asked the girl, because I'd gotten it there last year, I think. And she's like, oh, I think we're all out of it. She says, but let's look through the fat quarters. And indeed, I think we found 4 fat quarters. And I just bought 2 because my trees aren't all that big, but I can use it for other things. And then I got this gray, which I got last year. It looks blue on here, but it's gray, for sap buckets. And then, not that I'll need them now, but I've been doing some other landscapes, and I really like these mottled greens. And these are my absolute favorite that I use, because colors in New England in the fall can be spectacular. And I love the oranges and the reds. I say that, and last year it was a terrible color for fall. It was just terrible. I think it was the weather. It was too dry. And I'm always, and you know, now that I look at this, I'm always looking for fabrics for like skin tones, because with all the paper piecing, we do a lot of like characters from books and stuff. And I've used this before, and I don't think, I used it for a Jack Sparrow, and I think I've used it for Jamie and somebody else. And the computer doesn't know justice, but it's really a cool skin tone color. And so I bought another one of those, even though I'm not really working on any faces at the moment, but it's a drive to get to this quilt shop too. It's another 45 minutes, but through the mountains, so if it's snowing, we don't go anywhere near that one. And then finally, I've had this idea about working on a cathedral window, kind of inspired by Notre Dame. And so with having my AccuQuilt cutter and being able to do circles, and I have fleur-de-lis, I found these ombres, and I thought, oh, this is fantastic. I can do something with these to look like stained glass. So I'm very excited about this. You know, you get these things and you're like, oh, I don't want to cut it up, but I'm gonna have to. And then I saw it in like the pinks with the oranges, almost like a sunset kind of thing. I thought, oh, this is gonna be great. So I've got a picture in my head. I've got an idea of what I want to do for the cathedral window, and obviously, well, not obviously, but it's going to be a round quilt. And I've never bound around quilt, but I'm not even there yet, so I'm not going to worry about it. I'll let you know when I start on that. I think that's going to be it. This has gone on longer than I thought. Have a crafty week. I'm going to have a crafty day right now, so I got to get to it. I'll talk to you next week. Bye.